Hello, Libra. It's umomgtarot, and this is let's talk about love tarot card reading. Let's talk about your love life and see what is coming up. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. Libra, let's go. Let's just get into it. Let's dive in. First card. Who's that? The Empress in reverse. We're talking about pleasure today. Oh yes. We're talking about pleasure, Venus-y energy, relaxed, leisure stuff. I know she's in reverse, but, you know, we'll figure out why. Then we have the King of Wands. Oh my God. Oh my God. So sensual. Somebody knows, somebody who's the master of their craft. Feels like some of you guys are meeting your sexual match. It's somebody who is giving us dominance, prominence in the fiery area. So that's hot. And you can just lay there like a fish apparently, because the Empress is relaxed. She's not trying to, you know, she's trying to look good and be leisure. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Interesting card. Let's pull the rest of them. Then we have the Five of Cups in reverse. There's some sad feels after that, eh? Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so some of you guys, it looks like even more than that. It's funny because it started out as me going, oh, you guys have a sexual something going on, but it might lead you to some sort of heartbreak, some sort of sadness. So there's a lot of drama, I feel, in this reading, if you will. Because we start off with things are looking good, but things could be great. This is almost like the Empress is someone who's usually just sitting there and enjoying a good quality life, being beautiful, being elegant, being graceful, right? And this is also a fertility kind of thing. Like this is like the mother, the nurture of a pregnant mom to be. So all that kind of tenderness and softness is embodied in this card, and so that energy is present, but it's in reverse. So what does that even mean? It can mean so many things, right? Because the Empress is numero 3. She's numero 3, okay? So that also is always an indicator of an additional aspect of a situation, and we know 3 is coming up. So part of this Empress energy is this King of Wands energy. So more fire, but this is like the king being emotionally intelligent, watching on, being able to execute a perfect plan with intensity, with fire, with excitement, with surprise, with trailblazing energy. The King of Wands is very exciting, right? So between these two, it's like I'm watching you in your leisure, and that excites me. Potentially we could create a child. Yeah, sure. We could work, we kind of feed or have synthesis over each other, because I enjoy you enjoying you, and you enjoy me enjoying you, and like a circle. So I feel like these two energies speaks to the dynamic of the person we're talking about. So one of you guys is the King of Wands, and I feel like it's the other person is the King of Wands archetype, where they know how to keep it fresh, exciting, whatnot. It could also be that this person is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Venus energy is this tender beauty right here. And so there's that dynamic right there. But I feel like with this power, this King of Wands, there may be some complications. Now look at the Nine of Wands and think about like just the whole sentiment of I put in the work, I put in the hours, I get recognized for it. I get my thank yous, I get my kudos, but it's exhausting. I'm still exhausted. I'm tired. I get tired. And your kudos aren't going to replenish my energy, even though I appreciate them. So I have a decision to make long term. Can I keep doing this? Can I keep doing this? It makes me feel like you guys are having some hot and heavy situation here, and there's something off about it. Like, is it an affair? Is it a will they, won't they, but we don't define labels, even though labels are important to someone? There's just some intensity there with this person. Now, the Nine of Wands is giving us the hesitance, this giving us the reluctance to go long term. It's giving us let me evaluate our situation and really come to a conclusion on this. It's not going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty, but it feels like I don't know if I can sustain this, even though, I like how it feels to get the results that I'm getting from this. Like, again, lust of the flesh. Then we have the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups represents loss, holding your head down at what you're losing instead of being happy with what you have. This is what makes me feel like somebody might be married in here. Somebody might be married, and as much as they like a rendezvous here and there, they might be contemplating what they're losing. You know, and why would they do that, right? Don't take risks you can't afford to, you know, pay, or whatever the expression is, because Five of Cups shows this person feeling kind of at a loss, not being able to get over that loss. But is that loss over what they currently have, or is this that loss of over this like fun relationship or fling that they have going with you? Only you would know. Five of Cups represents some sort of change and transition, just a painful transition into Three of Swords, which represents third-party situations, which represents disappointment, sadness, and heartache on one or more parties' end. So it does feel like a third-party situation. It does feel like a miscalculation in the timing of events. I guess less the events, since you want to be a smart. But yeah, I feel like this does affect and has more than one effect. It feels like I don't know if I can do this long time. I start to have doubt. Five of Cups is like looking at what's going wrong instead of what's going right or whatever. So it makes it feel like, you know, is it like not threatening to tell your partner that we're having this affair because now I have feels? It's a whole story, because this person is sensitive and they may do something like that. But is this person dealing with someone that they didn't let know the terms of the agreement, or that this isn't serious, that this will never materialize to more, and then that they have something that they do care about at home, and now they're risking it? Maybe that was a misunderstanding between the two of you. Maybe they really care about their partner and they were just looking for some fun, which sounds weird, but you know, some people do feel that way. And the third party situation may damage, possibly destroy the dynamics of their relationship. I feel like this 3 and 3 open and close is representative of it opening and a third party situation being discreet. Everyone's just having a good time. It's fun, you know, and in the beginning, and then as time goes by, it becomes something that is like, oh, I'm in too deep. 9 of Wands, like, you know, this is what we do and it's fun or whatever, but maybe I want to stop now. And it's like, why do you have to stop now? Now you're stopping? Now I'm upset, you know, and that might cost you your relationship because you're changing this, even though it's evolving into something that is too much for you. So the Five of Cups, it's funny because like it almost feels like a transitional phase of like it's not like, oh, you get found out and that's it. It just feels like there's a transition towards the third party just situation just being a whole topic. It feels like the Five of Cups, it might be emotional baggage. It might feel like guilt. It might feel like, you know, it's heavy, I'm carrying this guilt with me, but I still have you, but I feel guilty, but I still have you, but I feel guilty. They might even just come clean. They might feel that. Three of Swords, disappointment, sadness. Do we see a breakup? I don't know. We see a dismembered heart. Dismembered. We see a sliced up heart, damaged heart, with the Three of Swords. So we know that there is some strife in all directions with matters of the heart. So I feel like this person, I mean, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna reconcile? Like, what's gonna happen from there? Let's have a look. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit just for some clarity on the third. What happens after the third party situation? Okay, overreacting, kind of being impulsive. Might be one of those situations where they get really rude with you, so that you start to hate them, so they don't have to do all the work to be like have mature conversations. Look at that. Look who's showing up. And now we have the Page of Swords. There's gossip to it, spreading a rumor, talking, chit-chatting, communications. You might get a renegade phone call, private phone call, message requests. You know, there's some controversy to this after the fact, this third party situation. I guess the spot might get blown up online, right? And there may be more beneath the surface than you know with this person, that, you know, it might even be a fun thing that's going on for you and you're not even too involved, and you're not even too like invested, so you don't, but you might get some phone calls or something with somebody, and perhaps you don't even know that this person has other stuff's going on. I mean, they're the ones introducing the third party situation. How serious it is, don't know. It could be very serious or not serious, or just somebody who's just too nosy interfering. Ten of Pentacles would say that there's a little bit of stability with this person, so they may be there they may have been there long term, and then you came up with some fun energy for them and made their lives complicated. But let's hope that, I mean, listen, there's like this pregnancy energy here, so this person might be a parent, but I feel like this is more of the other person, or maybe that's why things escalate so quickly. It's because there's pregnancy, or there's some sort of additional factor that makes things complicated. Like, could be you gave me maybe not a baby, maybe an STD, maybe, you know, maybe you gave me a watch. That watch was the wrong watch. It's engraved with my wife. Or, you know, things get complicated and other factors kind of come in and interfere and blow up the spot, but the spot should have always been blown up anyway, so it feels very karmic. But anyways, this person feels like, I feel like they're going in for a treat. They're going to be a little sad, a little disappointed, devastated, looking to turn themselves away from reality, but realizing that they also ultimately they feel guilty. They feel guilty if they're doing anything wrong. And I feel like dealing with the consequences of their actions is a draining experience and a heartbreaking and sad and disappointing experience for them and whoever else is involved with them, because clearly they have an idea of what is a happy home, and maybe they already had most of that ideal along with them. But rumors, gossip, he said, she said, lying, it's not a good look. It's not looking good, bruv, if you're cross-watching. Alright, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys loved it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, check out the description. There's a link to my website. Wow, this is like, you know. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.